long time since I sent a YouTube video out to our landlords, specifically our landlords, and I got a reminder today from one of our very loyal landlords, John. He called me up and he said, Craig, I missed the videos. What's happening in the Ipswich property market? Because a lot of stuff we're seeing on the news, and John does travel a bit overseas and all around Australia, and a lot of the things you see in the media are based on the main cities like Brisbane. They're not talking about Ipswich. So what's happening here? Well, 2020 has been a crazy year for everyone. April and May, we didn't sell a single house. Everything just stopped. And we wouldn't have predicted back then that we'd have a seller's market today. The market in Ipswich is the best I've seen in 11 years, and we didn't see it coming. And there's some scary things about this year too. It really reminds me of 2009 and 10 years prior to that as well. There's a lot of different economists, and a lot of the big economists like the NAB. The NAB invest a lot of money into predicting the future, and we're in a really interesting times. Yes, this is the best property market we've had in 11 years. I recently just sold one of my own investment properties. 12 months ago, the property was valued at $30,000 less than what Roger just sold it for last week. That's how much the market has changed. The reason I decided to get out of the market with that property is that we've owned it a very, very long time, and it was a massive tax problem every year. So it was time to offload that property. We're putting that money in the bank, and I'm going to personally look at reinvesting next year. I just want to sit back and see what happens with the market. There's a lot of talk that with the population growth here in Queensland, that the property prices can continue to rise. And there's a lot of people saying that when the money stops from the government, that's going to go the other way. And if we go back to 2009, all the signs are a little bit eerie for me. It is very, very, very similar to what happened then. And everyone was spending, things were a bit out of control, and very, very quickly it changed. So I'm putting my money in the bank. Is it a good time to buy? Well, yes, it still is a great time to buy. Here in Ipswich, renting is much more expensive than purchasing. A lot of tenants are buying. But what I can tell you is that there is a massive shortage of rental properties in Ipswich. There's a massive shortage of stock on the market for purchasers to buy. It is a seller's market. It is a landlord's market. How long it continues, I don't know. Yep, I'm putting my money in the bank at the moment. While everyone is spending, I'm saving. That's just what I personally choose to do, because I'm very interested to see what happens next year as well. Look, I hope this little video might help you answer any questions you've had or what's happening in the Ipswich property market. Whether you want to buy, sell, or hold, it's totally up to your personal circumstance. But one thing I've learned about all my experiences in buying and selling my own properties and holding and renovating is that, you want to be buying when everyone's not, and you don't want to be selling when everyone is. So make good decisions, good choices, and come and get your property knowledge from us. So we've been here a long time. We've been doing real estate since the 90s, and we know what's happening here in Ipswich.